See, first of all, buyer would lose in the game. Buyer is coming here after having made his millions everywhere. So the point is very clear on that. And second part is that buyer also is looking at what the overall situation is. Because today, what they try to do in order to ward off the bad press, they are giving free products to so many countries. And that's how they go and tell the government that, you know, here we will not charge money, we give it free to patients, etc. But some of these are, I mean, like the skirmishes we have between India and Pakistan. Do you think both can afford a nuclear war? Both can't. Yeah.
So it was a very gripping address. A lot of insights. I just enjoyed it.
Thank you.
So you have a large team at multiple locations, team members relocating within locations. So what are those 2-3 things or 2-3 attributes or qualities that we must attempt to instill in our students apart from academic excellence? I mean, all those who are sitting here, academic excellence is almost given. But what are those 2-3 things that we should try to seriously instill in them through various interventions and events? And
I'll just give you one latest example so that this perspective, I don't know whether what you're asking I'm addressing through this answer. But by all sense and purposes, Goa is a much better site than to have a research center at Mumbai, right? It would take 1.5 hours to go and come, okay? We built a center which is something which I don't think, I mean it's nice, let's put it very simply, okay? People have a feeling, a lot of Hindus at that Goa is a Western country, people don't wear saris. There is only the frock culture, okay? People are only going bar hopping. How will our ladies adjust? So we had to go through a whole process of telling them that there was euthanization of Goa which took place during the Portuguese time. But today Goa is 95% Hindu. The people are more conservative than you can imagine. So we got a professor from Goa University to lecture about how strong are the roots there. They said that except fish nothing is available. Then we told them the amount of opportunity and markets which are there. Okay? And we got them going with their families to see for themselves. Made our HR see that they've got schools and colleges where they can get admission. Gave them money so that they could buy the flats at a much cheaper rate and even gave them interest-free loans on that. And still some people have not come. But the point is, if you just turn around and say, fine, you take it or leave it, this is my way or the highway, that's not going to work. At the same time, I just gave you this example of how we had to do this internal transformation. So while we on one side want to prepare our people, on the other side, we also have to see to it that we create an environment which makes them at least mentally happy that they're going to a much better place. Now I'll share a joke with you. The problem which we now have is something different. Earlier what used to happen was it takes 1.5 hours to reach in Bombay from the place they stay to the Jogeshwari. 1.5 hours to come back. So nearly 3 hours goes in that commute, right? So by the time he goes home, he's looking at one of those TV shows, eats his dinner, goes to sleep. Now his wife says, why is he coming back so early? Because it's taking only 10 minutes now to reach. So we have to again now make sure that the wife is profitably engaged doing something, because she was so happy in seeing that this guy is out of the house by 6. Okay, so I said fine, we'll find ways by which we'll get the ladies involved into something where the men don't break their hair. So I mean, these are things, which you need to just look into and see what needs to be done. This was one thing. Similarly, I think the overall thing is what you have to do is try to sell it, not that it's going to benefit you. How much it's going to benefit the overall cause. Today, why are we moving the research center? It's not to make only the money. It is that there are ecological causes. Today, the entire Jogeshwari has become a neighborhood of residences. If any gas or something is leaking, it's going to create a problem for the people around. It's going to create a problem also for those employees. We're giving them much better facilities in a much larger, much more cleaner, ecological friendlier environment. But what appears to be very easy, which I can logically argue with you, see, when emotions and logic get involved, it's a very difficult game. That's why it's very easy to control something in the office. Try to control the wife, you know what happens. Okay, sir, am I done with my time? Yes, sir.
One of your R&D departments in Mumbai is dedicated to novel drug delivery system, NDDS. What exactly is NDDS?
NDDS, as you rightly said, is novel drug delivery system. So what tends to happen is that today we look at conventional methods of the drug delivery like oral delivery. Okay? When you look at, for example, making sure that a product is put like a skin patch, which you can put so that the absorption takes place without the side effects which can be orally done. Or you've got a mouth dissolving product wherein you get much quicker relief as compared to the conventional ones. It's finding a drug delivery platform where either you are optimizing on the dosage, on the convenience, on the side effects, and also maybe the cost. But it does not typically classify itself as a me-too drug, because you need to put much more of effort to make sure that in trying to deliver it this way, you're not losing out on, you're not having any side effect which otherwise is all well documented and known in the normal conventional form.